Alright guys, welcome to another stream. It's been a minute since I've streamed, well, with like school and everything, but since we are essentially around the corner for Thanksgiving, I thought I'd stream, and I've heard a lot of good things about this game. Well, not a lot of good things, but I heard of this game and I was very interested in it. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not start off on stream? I know there is the beginner's guide, which is like another. I don't want to say it's part two, but I heard that it like builds on. So, actually, what I wanted to play was the beginner's guide. That's the game I heard about, but when I was going through like the comments on Steam and whatnot, some people were talking about how it makes more sense to play this game and then the beginner's guide. So I was like, you know what? While we're at it, let's do it. So yeah. But hope y'all have been doing well, and let's start this little game series adventure together. Hopefully. Let's hope I stick through with it and not just like play it for like 2 days and be like, all right, next game. But I have a good feeling about it. Let's see what it's all about.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room.
Nice.
And he pushed buttons on the key.
The definition of
Through a monitor on his
a pro introvert, you know?
Buttons to push.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa,
dude.
This
Whoa, dude.
Employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I mean, that's one way to live, I suppose.
Something peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Okay.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one...
Yo, Slender! How's it going, man?
...on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, that's... Okay, the acceleration here is... Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
And I think I just confused...
To go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply...
Wait, what's wrong with my mic?
How hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I don't like how fast this, like, mouse acceleration and, is my mic too loud, or... Oh god, can I, like, change how fast this thing... Alright, nothing. Okay, let me just... Alright. Nope. It's so robot. I have a couple of filters on to, like, it cuts immediately, I know that, because of the, like, my computer is loud, so it picks that voice up. But, like, there's a noise gate. But, okay, let's lower that up. And, I'm just editing some things here. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. But alright, and I lowered the mouse acceleration too, so I don't freaking throw up. You're capping? Well, welcome Pixel, and what do you mean by capping, man? This is, did I just go back in the same direction? Whiteboards, man. See these graphs? See these graphs? Doing God's work in there.
When he came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so Stanley clearly took the door on his left, you know. That's...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, dude, gotta get that food. Gotta get that food. Man, see, this is what's wrong with the world today. They just need to turn off these computers. Nothing is open? Well, that looks lonely.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Why did they
worth the detour after all? Just
turn off the lights, man? Like,
beautifully constructed room.
just open the blinds. Drinking it all in, really? Well, apparently Stanley's broke too. All right, guys, I'm poor. This is good stuff.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. Room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
It's a coffee nut mug, guys. All right, you're poor. Hey, man, let's not. But you ain't wrong. But we're rich in spirit, man. This is all, you know. This is all what it's about, being rich in spirit. All right, 450. How many freaking rooms?
And so he detoured
In spirit, yeah. Oh.
Walked straight ahead to
Okay,
the
yeah, don't.
door and got back on track.
Nope. You know what? We're not gonna be on track at all today. We're just not. And again, I know, like, this dude moves way too fast. You know, so apologies for that. Like I tried.
It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. Hey, man, that's disrespect right there. I'm capable of following directions. I just chose not to. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. What? Okay, take the elevator. Let's see if there's an elevator. Wait, is this the elevator? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Well, I mean, I'm going to die, so, like, if I misuse it... Oh, wait, penalty for jumping, that's the one, off the cargo... So, okay, so they're going to charge me $5,000. Go back. Oh, they're going to take it from my dead body. Is there something back? Well, I can't go back anymore. Oh, like, wait, can I jump? I don't, like, so I can't jump, so I can't go over there. Is this, like... Whoa, oh. Alright. You know, technically, okay. Technically, there shouldn't have been enough space for me to fall. I don't know where that space came from. So, because I didn't mean to jump. And how far back does this... Oh god, did this take me all the way back?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ha!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so don't die in this game. Oh, thankfully we found that out early on.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open. This was not the correct.
Yo, DJ! Thanks for the 7-month, man. 7-month streak.
Stop by the employee lounge.
What's up, dude?
Just to admire it.
What's wild?
Wow. Yes, this room. What a but
Yeah,
back to business.
yeah.
Stanley took the
You know,
front to the
starting the Brick Strong Man. You know. Uh, Also, I thought it'd be fun to play this game on stream because, like, so usually I do.
Stanley was so
Usually.
bad at following directions, it
All
seemed
right,
he
man.
really wasn't
All right,
following
narrator, I
anything.
get it. Um, but see, I walked. Oh, okay. I'm extremely smart. It goes.
Stanley, really, I'm not.
I thought it
I
went
think
down.
placing your trust
I
in someone
didn't
else
know
can be
it
difficult, but the
went
fact
that
is that the
way.
story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Okay, this
Someone you've
is.
been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
This is a weird lift. But yeah, no. Usually I like freaking I. This mouse acceleration is
This is it, Stanley.
just killing me
Your
right now.
chance to redeem yourself. To
But
put
can I? Is there something keyboard mouse? Okay, so So how is it if it's disabled? How is it mouse sensitivity? Okay, I don't. Wait, raw mouse input enabled. How about that? Let's give me the. I want.
your work aside. To let
All right,
her back
this is
into your
better.
life.
This is
She's been waiting.
okay. This is better. But yeah, okay. So usually I do like a lot of research about video games before I get them. You know, so just well, not really a lot of research. Just kind of see the trailer and whatnot. So this game, I kind of was just like, nope. Stop closing the doors behind me. Yeah, leave. Just ventilate. You know, COVID. You don't want to be in a closed room. Big research. I mean, you know, because if you're gonna play a game and invest time, might as well know what you're getting yourself into. But I don't want to enter this room. I don't. Because I can't even close the door. All right, boys, here we go.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach
Uh,
out to her.
Dude, I don't gotta do
Truly
anything.
place your faith in another. Then pick up the phone.
Hey, man, let's keep it PG friendly. And but no, I'm not. You're the fill in the blank. All right. Did I just get teleported?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Hey, don't call me sweetie.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now I want you to come in and tell me all
Okay,
about
so I can't
your
move. Whoa.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
Well, that's
Stanley,
just
don't you
rude.
see
She's
something?
fake.
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay. Definitely not
This is a
creepy
very
at all.
sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Kiss her. Good morning, employee 427 dot. Press P on your keyboard. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job
Hey,
that
man.
demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
You know what? Screw you, dude. Press G. I'm pressing R. How about that? T? I'm pressing everything except G. Can I just like? Oh, you know what? Freaking, get me out of here, man. With your, okay, I can't even. Fine, G.
Look at him there, pushing buttons.
You
Doing exactly
little,
what he's told to do.
you little.
He's pushing
That's clever.
buttons.
Okay, that's clever.
He's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Okay. All right, we're done. Come on, let's get out of here. He's okay. Let the roasting begin.
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
Hey there, cutie.
Fantastic
What have you been up to?
lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press E to watch TV. Okay, where's the TV? Oh, this. All right, let's.
So he began to fantasize about his
What?
own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the
Same
earth.
fam.
The thought excited him terribly.
Press L to spend time with the boys. Yeah, dude. Let's spend time with the boys. Wait, that's I. Alright.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Okay. Press Z to prepare dinner. Oh, look, I guess we're in the kitchen.
As he wandered through
Oh
this fantasy,
my
he began
god.
to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Dude, honestly, what's up, dude?
Down
What's
one
what's
path
what's on your
led an
mind?
enormous round room,
Should look better.
monitors and
It's up.
Down another was a yellow line that we.
You need to get your head out of the gutter, DJ.
Another was a game with a baby, and he called it the Stanley Parable.
Hey, that's the name of the game. Okay. Please press O to tell your kids. Okay, so first the dude was like, okay, your wife ain't real, right? And now, is he like setting me up to say that you don't have any kids? Okay, that's.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
What? Please press 4 to tell your wife you. Okay, let's tell this mannequin that we love her. Love you, sweetie.
But there is no answer.
Oh
How
my
could there
god.
possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he
Truth,
becomes, the more
dude.
he forgets which life is
Too
the
true.
real one.
4 to set. Press 3 to go to sleep. Okay. Well, I do appreciate the color coordination that's going on here.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That
All right,
as long as
man,
he
you
remains here,
destroyed
he's
my.
himself.
Oh, thank
He
you.
won't listen to me. He won't
Thank
stop.
you.
Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, so now, so not only did he crush my self-esteem, take my wife away, and said that I'll be doomed. Now he's just stepping in and shitting over my self-esteem. All right, okay.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press 5 to question nothing.
I suppose not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
I'll see nothing. Thank you very much. Please die? Please die?
And Stanley pushed a button.
WTF, mate. What the fuck? Yeah, I say keep it PG, and then I say, and then I say WTF. I mean, to be fair, all right. So I guess I took all the wrong choices, and I died for it. All right, let's not do that then, and try to be civil.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so they kind of were like, okay, you didn't follow the rules.
When Stanley came to a
So-
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. 413. And you got your yellow, green, green. Look at that. Look at this beautiful. Look at this beautifully rendered image of a leaf. Ah, nothing like a pixelated sunset.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Alright, meeting room. Floor 4X. Okay, can't even determine the name of the room. Meeting schedule on Monday. So they have a weekly target, administration, marketing, Mondays. I guess it's for the month? Or these are the separate tasks for the day, I suppose. Group. Cabal planning, room 4OX, and then for Tuesday, termination Tuesday. Oh my god, they have a termination Tuesdays? Imagine working at a company that has a day dedicated for termination. Now that's sucky. Hold on, I think though my mic is also too loud. Or, see, like if, sometimes when I step away from my mic, oh wow, I didn't know that I am showing my chat. I'm showing my entire screen. Nice. Now that's the big brain. Hold on. Hold please. How do I see, this is, you could see that it's been a while since I streamed. So let's, oh, cuz I have it on the record. Okay. All right. Boom. Okay, so we have the live scene here. Still, let's take that off. Oh, nope. Okay, boom. And then, I mean, that, okay, so that works, I suppose. And then, okay, audio works here. Filters, edit filters. Okay, how about, okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, said, I don't know, maybe termination Tuesdays ain't a bad idea. The amount of people you'd have to hire, though, like, do you have a hiring Friday? Office effectiveness? Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite. I got the, so yeah, I like followed everything in the wrong, or did the opposite of everything, and just got my spirit destroyed, followed by a message of please die. So yeah, dude. Okay, so Tuesday IT department, or Wednesday, we're broke Wednesdays. And then financial planning meeting, boss inspection, Thursdays, planning mergers, ideas plus developments, pre-revenue, Friday weekly review, what to do about 432. Wait, is that a room? Don't tell 432. Oh, no, that's the employees, right? Don't tell about the meeting. Wait, am I 432? Office party. Hey, at least they have some style. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. There's a manager for the whiteboard. Targets. Push for funding. You are 427. You're probably alright. Alright, cool, man. You push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. That's the top thing. Is get a new what's it called? Make a budget for a new coffee machine. Get chairs. Out of the broom closet. All right, so this is what you were talking about. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Ah, well,
Stanley
hey,
just
you
stood
know.
there doing nothing
Hey,
at
man,
all.
I'm reading
He
the
seems to
board,
think I have
sir.
nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe
Shush.
every fascinating little detail of
Shush,
his
child.
inability to do anything.
Um,
This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
fire paper. So the paper guy's gonna be in luck because termination Tuesday is coming up, and so no problems there. Can you imagine being part of a meeting where every Tuesday the company fires someone? So you'd be sitting there and you're like, wait, is it me? Is it me that they're gonna be terminating? Like that would be the most stressful work environment ever. Hire somebody for fire. Wait, hire somebody to fire the paper synergy guy. Nice. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic. Yeah, okay. Uh, the future is yesterday, tomorrow is now. Yep, that makes sense. Bi-quarterly post-revenue review. We need more or less reviews. So we need less reviews, cool. Want to get rid of the death sport. There's a death sport portion in the primary review. Yeah, no shit. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Wow, I twisted my neck so violently when I read the more water cooler heaters in confusion that it hurt. It hurt, boys. Okay, charts needs to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographics. Find teenagers to put in teenage. Oh God, this game is big brain right here. All right. Whoa, the slides changed. What do people want? Things, money. Oh, happiness. Psh. Mike James, you are fired. I guess Mike James put happiness, money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things plus money. We have our new product. um. All right. Yeah, we're gonna skip the slides here. All right. This company is so efficient. Yeah, dude.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Cool. We are going to our boss's office. Upstairs. Fire hose. Yo, can I get in the
But
car?
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss.
Yep,
Admitting he
that's
had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example,
Did I just
why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why
Oh
did doors
God.
close automatically behind him
Oh
wherever
God.
he went? And for that matter,
Guys.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
I'm
Were they
dead.
simply repeating? No, Stanley said.
Ah!
This is all too strange. This
Hold
can't
on,
be
hold on.
real.
I'm gonna turn
At
on
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't
Here you
found
go.
the words
Now
for it.
now maximum
I'm
mouse acceleration.
dreaming!
Ah!
This is all a dream.
Okay.
Oh,
Back
what
to
a
normal.
relief Stanley felt to have
Yep,
finally found
we're
an
losing our
answer,
minds here.
an explanation.
Okay.
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And
What?
he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Wait, so I'm dreaming?
So he imagined himself
Okay.
flying and began to gently float above
Whoa.
the ground.
Bro, what?
Then he imagined himself
Wait.
soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was
Oh,
so
this is
much
trippy.
fun, and
This
Stanley
is.
marveled that he had still not woken up.
Oh,
How was
this
he
is.
remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly
My God,
strange.
the
I'm
writing.
dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
All right, where's the gun?
Well, he thought it
Where's
all
the gun?
wrong,
We need
and
we
what
need
if
we need
this
to
voice
end this
spoke to all
misery
people in their
and
dreams?
blow our brains
But
out.
of course,
This is
this was not a dream.
we're unlocking
Could
the
it be?
the universe's
Was Stanley
secrets.
simply
This
deceiving
is
himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't
we
have
can't
to
we
take
can't handle life's
responsibility
cheat
for
code.
himself. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now,
But
here
with no fear. Oh, did it, oh my shadow, my shadow.
Stanley.
Oh.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the
Yo!
voice see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How
Yo,
else would the voice
T-pose!
explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could
Yo, T-pose.
He would
T-pose.
prove it.
I do got
He
feet.
would prove
It's
that
just
he
optical
was
illusion.
in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to
I've never seen that. You're welcome, dude. I got you. I got you. This is all part of the channel here.
the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
But where did he get the mattress from? Oh, like he's
Let me
okay,
go
fine.
back to
He's
my
dreaming
job.
and
Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
psych.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
That sounds like a freaking nightmare.
I am okay.
Well, sucks for me.
Stanley began screaming.
Fuck,
Please,
essentially.
someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
I don't know why this
Please,
dude's
just
voice
someone tell me I am real. I must
at
be
this
real.
tone is hilarious. But no. Okay.
And
Coffee spilled on the floor, guys. This is a disaster. This is unacceptable. Who just coffee?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Okay.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day,
All right.
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
That
Then
would
collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
that would
Although
interrupt
she would soon
my
turn
walk
to
as
go
well.
call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
What?
Everybody
That is
wants
just
to look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
what is wrong with this game, man? What?
I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
What?
She remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. You know, it's you got to get in the office on time. I mean, if you can't make it on time, you know, screw it. Like what, seeing a dead guy and calling the ambulance? Psh. If it was his time, it's his time. Did I die freaking again? Oh my god. All right, let's.
Even now, Stanley's
Oh, wait.
office was a distant memory.
No,
What it looked
no,
like
this is
was
okay.
a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. No matter how hard Stanley looked,
Yeah,
he
can I
couldn't
jump?
find a trace of his co-workers.
Because it's raining now, and I don't remember. I don't think the windows were this bright before. Okay, so we're good. What does that say? be my Valentine? Can you imagine having okay, that's embarrassing, but okay. I mean, not embarrassing, but whatever. Awaiting input. Input this. No, I'm just. No, I'll refrain from, at least for now. Okay, so
When he came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
okay, so that's the same. Because it was definitely not raining before, and the lady.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for
Feeling
not
grave with
getting
disbelief,
fired.
Stanley
Talk
decided
less.
to go up to his boss's office, hoping
Okay,
he might
so
find an answer there.
Alright, so technically that was an ending, but with an alteration? How to solve a desk dispute with a coworker? Alright, that's okay, it's not. Ooh! Broom closet! Well, since we're here, it's only appropriate. But like,
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
or I can close the door and just hide in
There
this
was
corner.
nothing here. No choice to make,
Yep.
no path to follow, just
Yep.
an empty broom
What
closet.
is life?
No reason to
And we need to
stay
find a better
here.
corner. Here you go. Oh, there you go. What is life? I'm afraid of the world, guys. This is
Baffling that
just
Stanley was still just sitting
this
in the
is
broom closet.
your favorite
He
ending.
wasn't
So
even doing anything. At
this
least
is-
if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As
Wait,
it
so is there something?
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
hey, man. No, I'm not doing fuck all. I'm doing.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes,
Standing
yes, I
around
am.
Doing nothing?
It's a nice
Please offer me
space.
some explanation here. I'm
I
genuinely
I can
confused.
hide from the world and the world problems, and then just be safe. All right. It's just
You do
yep.
realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If
Shut
I
up.
said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Shut up.
But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Hey, man. It's significant to me. All right. It's a nice space. Nice small space. All right. Nothing can get me in here.
Maybe to you this is
I'm just-
somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending is my favorite."
Whoa, dude.
As far as concerning.
Probably Drew is part of this game, guys. This is.
Stanley
Wait.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got
Oh
the job because of a
my
family connection. That's how
God.
stupid he is. That or with drug money.
First off,
also Stanley is addicted
I know-
to drugs and hookers.
First off, I know for a fact that I'm not fat. I've seen my T-pose. I am
I've come to a
skinny.
very
Thank you
definite
very much.
conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical melody of some sort shut down your central nervous system and
What?
you collapsed on the keyboard.
Are you serious?
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
You know, my nervous system works perfectly fine.
He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
Yeah, blue,
It's
green, green.
indicative
These
of the
colors
long-term
are-
sustainability of your species.
If I can take
Please
this duct
remove
tape
their
and
corpse from the
just
area
tape
and
his mouth
instruct
shut.
another human to take their place at the computer, making
Hey, I
sure
found a
they
3D printing
understand
spool.
basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
See now, like I was wanting to before, but now that he says to do it, I really don't want to do it. Because this is a trap. Ah. Okay. Okay.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I
Oh.
guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
What? Oh, he just treated me like a dumbass. Okay, cool.
Coming to the staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Alright.
boss's office.
I got had. Alright, that's respect. I respect the hustle. Ooh, whoa, that is some fancy. This feels like I'm part of like a dictatorship regime where like the workers all have like horrible like interiors, and then you walk into the boss's office and it's just like all like velvet, or well, in this case it's like not velvet but executive bathroom. I want to use the executive. I gotta have a key. Okay, just rude. And they even have the common, you know, courtesy to turn off computers that they're not using. Okay. He has a
Stepping into the
piano?
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Yeah, at least
What
he reads.
Could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so
What?
the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Oh.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't
Ah.
possibly have known this.
Well, how do I? Okay. All right. 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Yep,
Stanley
that's
happened to input the correct code by
exactly
showing up.
what
Amazing.
happened.
He stepped into the newly opened
Guys,
passage.
I'm smart where it counts. You know, I'm smart where it counts. Oh, it opens here. I thought it opened. That is a very tall door. How big is this boss? Are you gonna close behind me? This takes me back to Portal. Like, you know, like they have the areas outside the testing sites. Oh, so this is the elevator? Why is there like, okay. Whoa. This is actually not a bad game. It's I like it. It's very unpredictable.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. Yeah, this looks very portally.
Stanley walked
Whoa.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Nice. Escape. Yep. Let's
Although this
just.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley
even.
would meet his violent death.
Well, since you don't, you know, since you're very. What? I mean, on one hand, mind control. On the other, violent death. It's very tempting. You know, fine. It's very long, and I'm fat, and no need to get our workout and then die. You know, it seems like a waste of good fat.
Of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
That's exactly why. That's exactly why. And oh, it's clever. You know, like when you get like a light bulb, you know, like an idea, and you know, like it's like a light bulb that's, you know, that lights up in your head. Now there's a light bulb, and oh my God, have some spacing between between your paragraphs.
The
Like,
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
Oh,
secret
wow.
did this place hold?
Okay,
Stanley thought to himself.
this company has
Did he
money.
have the strength to find out?
This company is rich. So what does it look like? You know, like a airplane runway thing. Cameras. You know, like the red lights.
Now
Whoa.
the monitors jumped to life, their
My
true nature revealed.
God.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
Jesus, who would
The lives of so
want to
many
have a
individuals
job to look
reduced
over all
dead
of
on the
this?
screen, and Stanley, one of them.
Also, I'm kind of like lowering the game volume so I can talk over it and not lose my mind, because I can't talk over some, you know, over like you know when someone is talking and you're trying to talk over 'em. Anyways, I don't know why I'm explaining this. Let's just get into it.
Monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Nice, nice, nice. It's, I mean, like, imagine having a job to look over all these monitors. Like, that's just not, that's just horrible. Can I turn it off? No. Okay. Definitely not creepy. I still don't have any feet. Yeah, I still don't have any feet.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yep, that's why. Oh, I gotta fix something right quick. Okay.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
Wasn't it, though?
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah, dude.
But here's the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
My control status offline.
Sad
I mean,
or content.
for
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the
for a
cold reality of
microwave-shaped
his past began to sink
computer, it
Stanley
almost looks like a
decided that this
high-definition
machinery would
flat-screen
never
TV,
again
like from right
exert
here.
its terrible power over
Or maybe it's
another
just like too
human life.
dark.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Hold on, I gotta turn off my room AC. Of course it would turn on now. Alright, it should turn off. Facility power? Five. Okay. Can I... Does it not do anything? Okay, hold on. It's not turning off. Alright. Mind controls idle. Awaiting input. Why would I want to turn it on?
And
System
when at last
power.
he found the source of the room's power, he
Wait,
knew
is that
it was
why I
his
came
duty,
to?
his obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
Nope.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you
Whoa.
wanted?
Loading my
Control?
control systems.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the
Never!
off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this...
I have all the power, dude.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Say what?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
What?
nuclear detonators are set to explode.
Wait, so I just need to spit on it? Hold on.
On until
Let me...
detonation, then
Fine. Jesus, man.
now this
Oh
is
my
a little more fun, isn't it?
God.
It's your time to shine. You
All right.
are the star.
All
It's your
right.
story now. Shape it to your heart's
Alright,
desire.
shut up. I get it.
This is
I get
much
it.
better than
I
what
get
had
it.
in mind.
I
What a
get it.
shame we have so little
Wait, I
time
can't turn it
to
off?
enjoy it. Mere moments
Fu-
until the bomb
Bruh,
goes
just-
off. But
just-
what precious moments each one of them is. More time
I said
to
fine.
talk about you, about me. Where
I
we're
said-
going.
Alright.
This means
You know what? Screw you, dude.
start. What's
Wait,
that?
can I...
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good
Shut up,
mood.
DJ.
They're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Oh, okay.
I raised them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then die.
But, like, who is he, though? Like,
Other
that's...
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you
Has
try
it?
to make sense of everything,
Has
take
it?
back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Whoa. Oh, I can press on stuff?
Whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only
Oh, it's a
34
puzzle.
seconds left.
It's a
But I'm
puzzle.
enjoying this so
Oh,
much.
crap.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some
I think the
extra time
voice
on the clock. Why not?
is the boss.
Precious
Yeah.
additional seconds.
Okay, so there's a puzzle.
Doesn't grow on trees.
Okay, there's a puzzle.
Dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that
Incorrect.
You have no idea where you're going
Blue.
or what you're supposed to be doing right now.
1.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that
Okay.
something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Yeah. Okay, so we need to press blue.
Screen to screen, clicking on every little
Okay,
thing in this
so
room.
okay, not
Buttons. No,
axis.
these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Anything, something here.
This has
will say-
10.
Why would you think that, Stanley?
I don't know, dude. Why would I think that? Oh,
Wow,
yes,
so,
yes, dude.
do you have any idea what you're
Okay, calm down. Jesus, man. This what a lunatic. Okay, this is
You're
10.
in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
Where's
Time
1?
isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead
Ah,
of
screw it.
because I want to watch you for
If I'm gonna die in 45 seconds, I'd rather die now.
See you made
Alright. Is something happened? I clicked the big red button, man.
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
Stop stressing me out.
To destroy it first.
Goodbye, employee 427. No, 30
Look
seconds.
at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to strike.
Ah,
30
crap.
seconds Until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here.
You piece of freaking...
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Wait, can I go now? Ooh, two. Oh, 1.
It's all the same to me. All a part
Okay.
of the joke. And
2.
believe me, I will be laughing at every second of
Uh,
your miserable life from the moment
is there like a
we begin
3?
until the moment I say happily ever after.
Okay, so I think the 1 is supposed to be like the white ones, like the not the there isn't a blue button that's 1. Screw it, man, we're doing this shit again.
All of his co-workers were. Wait.
Alright.
No,
Alright.
this isn't the right office,
Bet.
is it? Is this
What?
Stanley's office?
Okay, ooh, so the no, they were still bright. Okay, bet money, man.
When Stanley came to a
Yeah,
set
yeah,
of two
yeah,
open
yeah.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay,
Yet there
yep.
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase,
Yeah,
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And too bad I can't sprint. This kind of sucks.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley
What was it?
once
Was
again stunned
4,
to discover not an
5,
indication
8,
of any human life.
7.
What could it mean?
No, it
Stanley
was
wondered aloud to nobody. He began
what
tearing
was it?
through papers on the boss's desk.
2485.
Throwing
Okay, thank you,
books
sir.
off the shelf, looking behind paintings,
2485.
desperate for clues to his
Bet.
situation.
Come on.
But his attention was
Open
caught by the
sesame.
keypad behind the boss's desk. What
Wait,
could
was it
its
wrong?
purpose be? In fact,
2,
this
4,
keypad
8,
guarded
5.
the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
Huh.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845.
Oh, you're
But
close.
of
2,
course,
8.
Stanley couldn't
4, 5.
possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Okay.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Man, I feel that, man. You're good. Okay. So,
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
Yeah,
large
yeah,
door
yeah,
that
yeah.
read Mind Control Facility.
okay, so we're gonna turn this thing on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Come on, come on.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought.
Dude, I made the gas station a short $300.
Find out.
How did you manage to do that?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of
Alright.
an employee in the building.
Come on.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
I refuse to accept that I cannot turn off the detonation.
In this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. Do that.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Man, you're...
No. He refused to believe it.
That sucks, dude.
His own life in someone else's control.
See, this is why you need to get your sleep, alright?
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I mean, alright, man, if you say so. Alright, so let's...
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy,
Okay, now you're just like... now you're just saying words. Actually, before...
working,
Okay, so we have 1, 2...
commanded.
There's 3.
And as the reality of his power,
4 is up there and 5 is here. Okay.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Alright.
For he
I didn't decide that. You decided that. So,
and for all.
refusal, man. Refusal. We're gonna turn on at least one more time. Alright, so on.
Stanley,
Then you're gonna be like...
evade the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you
All right.
wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off
Come on.
and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just...
We're gonna get some pretzels while this dude freaking finishes his spiel.
Nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. This is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Alright,
All of his co-workers were gone.
we died 0 times, and
Stanley decided to go to the
we are good, civilized
Mr. Mel-
folks who press the off button when we're told,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
and not following a really intimidating puzzle with a douchebag for hints.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Don't get fired.
Feeling
Alright.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping him coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks.
2-8.
Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in
Go.
such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yup.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a
No
moment
shit, Sherlock.
with some calming new age music.
Oh my god, what a dick. So like so he wouldn't still open the door. He'd wait and like okay, all right, all right. Ah, man, I feel refreshed. Okay. We're gonna be good for a bit, all right. We're gonna be good for a bit. Um, and then yeah, we'll just be good for a bit.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
You thought the stream ended? Nope. It's no, actually I just need to change something.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley
and I was eating some pretzels and I didn't have my mic on because, you know, it would sound like somebody chewing in your ear. You're welcome, guys. You don't even have to tell me. Alright.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I don't know, man.
But
I feel like that sometimes.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided
and
this machinery would
off.
never...
Alright. Hope you're happy, man. This is it's off now.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
What?
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Oh my god. Oh, also hold on because my headset is causing me pain right now. Alright, let's see. Would this even work? Okay, so alright, let's see it.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do.
Nature! Look at that. Look at them trees.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay, I did not expect this from this game, honestly.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling
Okay,
of
I'm not
innovation,
controlling his movements.
the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Wait, is that like, so that's an ending? That can't be the ending. Okay, so that's an ending. Alright, so we gotta figure out, so we found that ending. We gotta figure out how
All
to,
of his co-workers were gone.
how
What could it
to
mean?
pass
Stanley
the,
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
okay. So, yeah.
Stanley came to a set of two.
Okay, so what
open
we'll do is we'll
doors.
go
This was
here,
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
and
Perhaps he
then,
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
yep. So this is,
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
what is this? Don't tell me that's another ending. Oh my god, don't tell me that's another ending. Like, that's,
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
go fan.
Oh, no.
Oh my
No, it's
god,
to the right.
what a troll. You know, this dude,
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
actually, you hold on for a minute, because, alright, what's talking? The game that he reminds me, because he narrates, I believe, in that game as well. And I actually recommend this game. Like, if you guys haven't played that game, I'd recommend it. It's called, let's see. Oh, Dungeons 3. Like that, I believe it's the same narrator. And again, it's an amazing game, so I recommend it. Okay, now you may continue, narrator.
Let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Am I gonna get ran over by this truck? Oh wait, this is so. Okay.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
I'm fired.
To,
Somebody just got fired, guys. Oh, two people just got fired.
Rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to
Don't
solve
kill
this
me.
nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far.
Oh my god.
Okay, from the top.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were
Oh god.
Stanley
Shush.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, I'm just gonna like, wait, can I, is there a way to master volume? Okay, for now, we're not gonna listen to him, alright? The music should play. But, are you serious? That was an ending? Turning off his audio is an ending. Like they're like, you can't turn off his audio. If you turn off his audio, oh, you pieces of garbage. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Look at this. Come back up, buddy. You happy?
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Huh.
It's an adventure.
Whoa.
Stanley, let's find the story.
What? The absolute heck just happened. Okay. Actually, no, right. You always take a right. Okay, you always take a right. You don't take a left. We're just gonna right everything, alright? You just take a right in every... Oh my god. Okay, I'm regretting this decision because I think I'm looping.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can
Shut
promise
up,
you
dude.
There definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
If you restart the game one more time.
That we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. You. Huh! Okay.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps you should shut the up. How about that?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Are you... Stop spilling good coffee.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story.
This is
Here
new.
it comes.
I'm pretty sure I like the contrast between the dark blue and the...
Wait, never mind. Not the story.
Okay, just leave me alone.
Okay, let's head back the other way.
No.
And retrace our steps.
No. No, I'm happy in my box. Just leave me alone, man. Fine. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, this makes perfect sense.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Congratulations!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Bruh, I won the game.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for
Hey
the
man,
game.
I put in a lot of work.
People win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time.
If you restart the game
I
one more
have to
time.
Restart.
Gee, ooh, this guy's getting on my nerves.
All right, I've got a solution.
The Stanley
This time, to make sure we
Parable
don't get lost,
Adventure
I've
Line.
employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Yo, I feel special.
Just follow the line. How
Whee!
simple is that?
Yo, I'm drifting. Woo, woo, woo. Wait, hold on. This is new. Freaking playing solitaire. Let's go. Woo. And then taking a drifting sharp right. Oh, avoid the boxes.
The line knows where.
Whoa,
the story
dude.
is.
Go around
It's
that.
moving this
Yep,
direction.
yep.
Onward, Stanley.
Oh,
to
oh,
destiny.
oh.
Though, here's a thought.
Sharp
Wherever
right.
we end up
Oh.
be our destination,
And a
even if
drift
there's no
left.
story there. Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination.
Yo, dude. Oh,
still a
God.
story?
This is getting out of hand.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a
whoop,
journey such that a
whoop,
destination is inevitably
whoop.
conjured into being via the very manifestation
Whoa,
of the
dude.
nature
Oh, my
of
God.
life
This is
itself?
insane, guys. This is...
Hang on.
Yo.
A bit weird back there.
Yo,
I'd
this
like to
is...
apologize. Not
This
sure
is...
where I
we're having a
came
blast
from
here,
there.
bro. Ooh, ooh.
I think what we need right
Ooh.
now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah, dude. Yup, 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 yup. Yup, whoa. Whoa, yup, whoa. 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 Oh, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yup. This is sick, man. This music is sick. Whoop. And taking a curve. Woo. Yo, it's like, on a rolling chair. Please advise, you'll probably get motion sickness. If you are susceptible to motion sickness, stop watching now. Please don't. Let's see. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Got the music?
Oh, man, we were having fun.
And look at that fern.
Look at what that, what? What did he say? Look at that, what?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I'm still following the line, man. This is...
Oh, no, not again.
Run,
Like,
run, run,
why
run.
could you have done this to us?
No!
We trusted you. After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh my god. Okay. The line is still here.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What
This was rude, man. You just...
We're intelligent people, right?
Nope.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I like how you're thinking, man.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
Heck yeah, dude.
What do you want our story to be?
Woo!
Wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I don't have an imagination. Just kidding. It's pretty plain, man. This is pretty...
Oh, no, not you again.
God, it
And
broke through the
we also
ceiling.
want to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Alright, I'm ignoring the line. I don't see you, yellow line. I don't see you. Nope. La 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 la. There you go. Bye.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
I think we dictated that I cannot make a decision here, right? All my decisions are horrible.
I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Oh my god.
Each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere...
What a freaking troll. This guy is the troll of trolls. You know what?
And that in turn means that our destination
Nope.
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer
That was the sound of my head banging against the mic.
the door on the right is the correct one.
Here you go.
Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending. You've been playing the confusion ending for 16 minutes. Oh
That's what this is.
my
One giant ending.
god.
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
No!
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again.
Oh.
Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to
But
forget?
never forgets about previous
My mind
restarts.
blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
Stanley attempts to play the story, but is prevented.
Well,
Unable to
consulted me.
go anywhere or do
I
anything.
get to decide.
The game restarts on its own.
I get a
Find the line
say
again.
in
Begin
this.
following the line.
No, it can't be. I don't want
Attempt
it
to make up a story
I
here.
want the game to keep
Now restarts the
restarting. I
game.
don't
There
want
is
it
no
to
longer
get
an
what's
office.
going on.
Simply
I don't want it
backspace.
to
Black
happen like this.
space.
I won't restart
Blackness.
the
Find a
game. I won't
bookstore.
do it. I
Get bored and
won't.
leave.
I won't do it.
Now restarts the game. Knitter is gone.
Stop.
Stanley dies. Why do I die at the end?
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
I sit down. My feet hurt.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Hey man, I need food and water.
If we're in the destination,
And a bathroom.
or the journey, though there
I need my
always
Japanese
seems to
tub,
be
man.
The journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if
Oh my god.
all of his co-workers were gone, what could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
If I don't...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. And there's no one.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Goes to his
decided to
boss's
go up
office.
to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Can I now go into the executive bathroom? Yes! Ah, yes. Let's just close the door. To be rich is to... Wait, to be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. The logic is wonderful here, guys. Alright. Let's take a dump and wash our hands and then get out. Okay, so can I... Ooh. Whoa. Is that a panda? Is that a gun being pointed at a panda? Yo, what is wrong with these people? Okay. Oh, there's an elevator. Very nice one at that. Okay. Let's go downstairs. Yeah. This music, man, is nice. Heals the soul. Mm-hmm. Da 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 da. Bum. Man, what are we going to the moon or something? How? Well, I guess we're going to hell because it's going downstairs. How long is this ride? Fine, I'll go in my corner and just wake me up when we're here. Okay, seriously? Well, the good thing is I'm actually getting a phone call right now, so I'm gonna mute my mic, get on this phone call, and see if I'm still here after. Well, that wasn't a very long phone call. Whoa. I just need to press the button again. I didn't even move. Seriously. Okay, I can press up or down. What a freaking troll. This entire elevator is a troll. Like, what, it's sitting on a vibrator? Alright. Alright, what freaking... Who developed this game?
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets.
Yeah,
Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Oh, wow, we didn't even... Okay, I appreciate you, man. Here I was, like... Oh, man, I wanted to get out. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Nope.
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Could care less, man. We're doing this. We're completing all the endings, alright? And
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on
nope.
track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward
Yup.
and willingly confront his death.
Pretty much, dude. Ah, what a nice. Alright, guys. See y'all on the other side. Wait. Oh. Look at that. You know, it would have been hilarious if the game, like, loaded just so, like, I could meet the ground and get crushed and die.
Closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been a
Are you serious?
whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
Are you serious?
From a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Are you serious? You loaded in another map just to do this. What?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaw.
Wait, who's that?
In a single
Hey,
instant, Stanley
she sounds
was
sexy.
obliterated
Hello there.
as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh my. Okay. Alright, we're doing good stuff. Stanley Parble.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would
Yo, did I
restart
just-
the game back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Let's just finish the game.
When every path
Oh, this looks
walk
nice.
has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Wow. But I was right. I had guessed somewhere in there that I was a ghost. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Okay, so I finished the game. So that, and then corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Okay. The two doors. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parble's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it. An explanation of the contradiction. This room posted? Okay. Filing. Whoa, dude. Whoa, man. These are filing cabinets? Telling me these are filing cabinets? Man, wow, that's, my mind is, I don't know if I can take the knowledge. The Office. Haha, The Office is a good show. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. I mean, I don't know why that was necessary to show, but okay. Yo. Office computers? These were the office man, I can't. This is surreal. They have the game credits. So who designed it? Written and designed by Davey Ridden and William Pugh. Additional. Yo, this is pretty dope. This is pretty dope. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Looks exactly the same. What are you talking about? Yo, a printer? This is insane. Wait, so what's... Okay, we'll come and discover the right side here shortly. Point of the Stanley's Purple HD remix is to lose. Okay, I can't. The point of the Stanley Purple HD remix is to win. Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image. Was that clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back? Can you check for me? Green light. In September 2012, we submitted a Stanley Parable to Greenlight. That was the process of approving games for Steam. Greenlight page had only a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD remix. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators, more Stanley, less Stanley. Oh my, why are these noises just randomly happening? What is this, the war of the bike? This looks like from Tron. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Okay, so they took it out. So this was... Also, there is a map somewhere. That's like this, okay? The office, okay. The apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending. Wait, did I get the apartment ending? Timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Wait, I don't think I got to this ending. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's the final game. We want it to look more like a place where cargo is actually stored. I didn't play this yet. How many endings, man? Cargo lift. Okay. Maintenance layout. The flow of hallways following the first two doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs. Ultimately, the simplest version that won out. Usually it's like that. So one option, go from lounge to disobey. So maintenance, lounge, disobey. First choice, obey. Staircase. Lounge, disobey. First choice, obey. Staircase. Two options. One option, lounge, disobey. First choice, obey. Lounge, disobey. Oh, there's a vent. Okay, wait. So meeting room. Okay. Or maybe there was a vent. Okay, this is the game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game up. Are you freaking serious? Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Yeah, I'd imagine so. uh, Zending. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Okay, so I didn't even get there. Zending levers. These levers were originally a part of the Z ending. The player would pull a lever. The narrator would describe what color lever they had pulled. Wow, that would be the most just like, oh, you just Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete. Decided to abandon and change it again shortly after, before launch. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, with freedom above and count down below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up, what was down, and placed the two endings together instead. Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it existed in the beta. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Game design mockup. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mockup is still in the game. Okay. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. I mean, it says evolution, but wait, did they say from right to left? From left to right. So, yeah, left, right here. So this was the first one. That kind of looked bland. And then right, alright, they added more file cabinets, desk is bigger. Then got some color differentiation here. And a box, look at that. And they got rid of the working computer. Alright, so we're back at thing again. Went here, we went there. I want to follow the exit. Here's where that goes. Because I bet you they added another ending within this thing. Trailers. We ran 4 major trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. The first one, released in May 2012, it features a series of broken rooms, the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of this. Okay. Oh my god, I'm not pressing anything. Where is his voice? Okay, okay, whatever. Okay, then we went here. Okay, so this is the exit.
Oh, look at these
That's
two.
so weird laughter.
How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you
Okay.
see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Okay.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Okay, so stop. Quit. All right, that was fun. I don't know if that was supposed to happen, but I mean, you know, uh, I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. We'll continue and jump into we'll see how much we can get done in the beginner's guide. But wow, the Stanley Parable, that was something. So let's go here on Twitch and okay. So we'll edit title. It makes a chapter. Did it not? Okay, it did not do the thing that I wanted it to do. Alright. Guy up. Beginner's guide. And alright. This should do that. Alright, now let's start this baby up. Alright. Begin the game. Okay.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to
Yeah,
tell
dude, we
you
just
about
played
a series
Stanley's
of
Parable.
events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend.
Oh. Let me do the. Okay.
I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think...
Okay, so honestly, I don't think I play.
Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder.
Ooh.
So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made. until suddenly one day, he
Whoa.
just stopped.
We're back?
In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to
Where's
maybe
this
encourage him
lead?
to
This
start creating again.
thing?
And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message
Yo,
of
my
encouragement
corner.
to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here,
Yo,
or if you just need
my
to get
corner.
in touch, you can email me at DAVEYWREEN
That's pretty cool.
at
That's pretty cool.
gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe we didn't need to play Stanley's Purple. I mean, it was made by the same developer, but like these sets of games were not made by him. So, okay. Oh, whoa! Warning. Whisper Machine status active.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Okay. I didn't expect this. Okay. I mean, there's no sound with the
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or
Right.
enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
No, I just ran out.
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin
Okay.
evacuation.
I love
Yo.
how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Quite literally. Okay, I like the ground lighting. Oh my god.
Apparently the space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Thank you, man. That's appreciate it.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the Whisper Machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering a whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body...
Actually, let me turn up the volume of the game because that stuff is kind of important, I suppose. Like, I mean, this game is heavily, around narration. Actually, I might just turn on full captions. Actually, no. I want to stay.
Body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Yeah, for sure. I'm a selfless person, and I died.
Let me
Okay.
pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Okay, so Coda encounters a bug when he was first doing this game, and let's see how. Okay, that's deep because we gave ourselves
The
going.
beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Okay. I can't move forward. Past was behind her.
Yep. In
Okay.
this game, you can only walk backwards.
Oh. That's neat.
So it's a short and relatively
But the
minimalist
future could not be
experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than
Why
simply
does the
basing it on a
future
pre-existing trope.
changing? Oh, like, oh wow, the map. Okay, 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 that's pretty cool. When she stops and looks, becomes clearer. That's pretty cool. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick.
That dude
Okay,
is
next
deep.
one.
That was... I feel like this texture was taken in a like the its origin was taken in the morning because the brightness of the rocks. You are now entering. Okay.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay, dude. December 2008.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Okay.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Okay. Am I dying?
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Okay, pressing enter. Oh. Huh. Whoa. Play as the camera filming an advertisement, walking around on set, filming whatever you like.
A room that's warm and nice
And an
and
X.
filled with little ideas for games.
Stand on an X staring at a bear for 3 hours.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
A game where you collect items except it automatically quits, collect them all. That is pretty set fish. I was expecting a river or something.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Okay. Can I close the door? Okay.
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again
Yo, big
soon.
brain over here.
We're gonna see it a lot.
Oh, it looks identical.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end.
Yeah.
Simple enough. All right, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
It's pretty cool how he's like just doing that as like the amount of work and time, because he's modifying Coda's like game files to like do what he's telling us to do, you know? What? Oh my god, dude. What is...
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing.
This reminds me of like the labyrinth from you know, Yu-Gi-Oh, when he first got the you know, the chain necklace thing, and he was inside the pharaoh's head. This is what this reminds me of.
I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player.
That's deep. That's deep, and also true. And sorry for pausing so much. I just I don't want to talk over him, so you know, I'll pause instead. So talk over him.
So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
I don't know. January 2019? Or sorry, not 2019, 2009. We're now oh, okay.
Aha. So this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow.
Like, is Coda going through phases, I wonder?
It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
March 2009. Great and Lovely Descent. Yo, like something like from the afterlife. I like how, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it looks like it's actually
Let's talk
on a
about
hill.
video game development first.
Like the back right here, it looks like there is contrast difference. Like this is whiter, and then like right here it's a bit darker, so it gives it this kind of like almost like a grassy hill, except it's white.
For a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called
Streetwise
Source.
Fool.
Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Whoa, this is trippy, but I absolutely love the music. Hold on, I'm gonna actually put on my headset for this one. Let's see here. Okay. All right, let's do filters. I'll edit more. All right. One last thing. No! What did I do? What did I do? Okay, okay. For a second there, I thought I like broke it. Okay, fine. We'll do it again. That's my bad, guys. I accidentally clicked the button.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors.
Oh.
That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
This is...
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative
Oh,
work there
oh,
is
oh, 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 oh,
You
oh.
might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Okay, so apparently I don't take fall damage. So I'm gonna just see if I can make this block right here. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, oh, okay. Okay, this was okay, so you cannot control your descent. This is all okay. Let's not do that again. Let's not do that again. Man, can you imagine this turning into a full game? Okay. Oh. Like is... Okay. How do I make it there? Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. What? Yo, this is like an optical illusion. Oh, that's clever. He put like a disc to cover so you don't see. It looks like you're just falling into darkness. That's clever. Looks like a church. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Man, this music though, even like the bass is really nice. What? Okay.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go.
What?
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
I appreciate it too, dude. A full hour?
This is
No.
something that he
No, 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 no. That's not. Like, can you imagine just like playing a game and you jump in it, and then it's just like, all right, 1 hour later.
and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible?
Right?
And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
What a troll, man. A genius troll, though. But Coda, like... But he at least has a good friend, right? That he checked all those games to see if there's something. Oh, that's clever. This looks great, man. There's an episode in Bleach where, like, I forget what the arc was, but they're going to the other world, and there's only one room that had the sky like this.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time. There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Alright. What is this? Listen, speak, listen. You there, did you come from up above?
Kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
I mean, hey man, this game, like, for how small it is, or not small, for how, I guess, yeah, like, small not in, like, size, I guess, because I don't know, but in terms of, simplicity, it is a lot, like, it beats current games, man, like, some current games that come out. Anyways, you there, did you come from up above? What was up there? Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. Okay. It was a prison I spent hours in. Also their heads turn depending on whether or not they're speaking or listening. That's cool. The world above. You've been there? Now, this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. Again, perfect. Now please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. You must think harder. Please try hard and to remember. It is so important that we get out of here. We must escape this prison. Can you think harder? What? The absolute... Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Yes, do you want to know how to solve it? No, I haven't. I've been right here this entire time. No, we actually find the black space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Why would I care about the space between the doors? Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed through it. I don't recall a space between the doors. There is a reason, but it may take time before you understand. It's fine. You'll see it again soon. Okay, I'm just gonna enjoy the game, guys, and gonna play it.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
This looks like a Japanese school.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Okay. I guess that's the end of it. That was pretty... It's pretty awesome, honestly. April 2009. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Nice room, not.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but
How do you beat this game?
is not connected to the internet. All of the notes
No
that
point
you
to
can
this.
see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend
Oh, holy
in
shit.
Sacramento, where I grew up. I
Can you
saw
guys
him
hear me?
working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually. Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played. But it's ironic, isn't it, that in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
How is there wood and grass and concrete here? What the fuck? Well, a true gamer, man. I want to tell you a secret. Once upon a time, I did. Define fun. Like, I'm king of the world. Alright, I see you, I see you. So I can't... Oh, I have to go through this staircase. What the shit is this cavern? Boring. I can assure you, guaranteed, that there is an acorn somewhere, here, in this place, and the sailors are looking for it. I wonder if that's true. Hey guys, just looking for someone to talk with. Aw. I refuse to believe. Butt ass butt. I need to go to the freaking bathroom. You know that's true. You know he did. Recognize me, please. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. A free t-shirt. Need other side. Door while you sew. Door how open? Open sesame? Make game include door. Cannot open door. Thanks. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm getting a phone call. Okay, I'm back. Open sesame. Someday I will meet the person who made this. I help people because of the internal good feeling I get. Oh my god. New room. Do you hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? I would like very much to be desired. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna stop talking, and as I read these messages, so feel free to pause and read them the same. But this way, so I can go quicker through this, or so we can go quicker through this. There's a lot of repetitions about like needing someone to talk to. He's very lonely, it seems. And the painting looks pretty nice, actually. That's is not wrong. This sums up this entire level. Whoever made this has issues. End game. Roll credits. Alright, on that note, we'll just go ahead.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution. He understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on. And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together, to grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
What the heck? Oh my god, this is creepy. Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. May through June of 2009. Porn stars die
This
too.
one's tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
I really hope nothing illicit is shown on stream. Boom, boom. It's good jam. Good jam.
See, like,
Whoa.
this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a TV with surround sound, a refrigerator? Put a giant hole in the ground. Okay, that's not what I... Okay, now, how about... Okay, now, what about a... Well, I can't even read. Oh, guys, alright. Now, what about along the wall of the room? Put a huge picture of a horse. I'd like a washing machine. 10 stoves lined up along the wall. Yes, please. Okay. I think we would light up this room a bit. Skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open the baby up. Thinking 10 by 12. Recede electric 6-inch soft LED. Oh my god. We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Okay. And a table? You need a table. I mean, there's one right here. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty Sure, none of my choices are making any difference. Tables were invented in 1935. Whoa, okay.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Oh, that's the well.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Whoa, good. Go over the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. Finally, touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Okay.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version
Man.
with bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I can be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Okay. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison? You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture
It's a
maze.
conversation.
Yep,
And
I
so
was in
this
this.
is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
That's where that's where I am right now. Oh, Oh, I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? Actually, I'm already forgotten what being in that prison was like. It's strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in that prison. Feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. Oh no, that's awful. That's the worst thing I can imagine. Don't worry, it's actually not a bad thing. I promise. Well, you get something else in exchange. The problem is that you don't actually know who you are right now. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you? What do I have to do? Oh, yeah, I have to be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. Get out, just talk with me for a bit. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just talk to me. It will make sense. Okay, I can talk. Let's just talk for a bit. Will you be here? I will be here for as long as you need. That's sad, man. That
I
is...
can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
So he told himself everything will be okay because he trusts
So what would it
himself.
look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking?
But it took that long for him to recognize that. Ooh. Chapter 10, House, August 2009.
To someone other than himself.
This actually looks pretty good.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind living in a house like this. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Though I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself. And right miserable that would have been.
You'll notice that the
Everyone
quality of
knows.
the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy houses. Make lousy homes. Don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. Well, now you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you could do it all night? I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. How'd you end up doing this job? A friend dragged me along at a time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I've never felt so good doing something for money in my whole life. Never did like cleaning my own house, my own home. I might have gotten some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Oh, speaking of demons, someone's put this couch all in a mess. Would you come out and straighten the pillows here? Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe maybe mop that up as long as you're over there. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? No? No, it was stupid. Sorry, never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? Perfect. Now then, how about you come and clear these dishes off the
After
table?
an intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we do with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you?
This was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Present you wants to smooth out the rug in the bedroom. Believe it or not, trust me on this one. Looks like the tub has gotten rather dirty. Would you mind tidying it up a bit? Earlier, when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. Take care of it and it takes care of you, huh? Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. Anyway, so, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, would you please clean up the books? Thanks. Oh goodness, those pillows over on the couch.
I'm glad you made this.
A real
I'm glad
mess.
you found some peace.
That's true, man. It's a much deeper game than it
But, of course,
seems.
it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
And here's the light again.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
September 2009. Items you
This
love
one gets
at
a bit
members only prices. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No? You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is so well developed a person that they make you feel disgusted, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful, and tend to make you into that person? Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how to do...
About halfway through the game, the
Oh,
perspective
how do we do
shifts.
it, but how to do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy. Being perfect is effortless.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
This is the only key. How do I activate it with no effort? So the stuff that are grayed out, like, I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. And I can't say any of them. I can only say the yellow. Well, let me tell you right now, if it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. Oh, wait, so I can't say the gray stuff? Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise. Oh my god, okay. Seek out, I kind of did that on accident. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? There is no truth, there is no path. Anyone wants to do some ecstasy. Haha, just kidding. What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is easiest, do what is simplest, feel what is true. Nothing? No one?
I fell pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
January 2010. So he didn't name this game?
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
MT. Whoa, that kind of actually scared me. Alright. Performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you'll be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Okay. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It is your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hello. Hello. That's it? That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. I'm super scared right now. I like you. Here are all my hopes and dreams. No, no, no. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just the one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting? There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. Wait, so I can... Oh, wow. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. You're messing it up all again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Here's the light again. I don't want to go back there. Stay next to the light. That's a lot of... Whoa. Okay, buddy. Is that a freaking... Okay, so... Okay, back to the prison type. Is there another... Oh, no. Okay, yes.
Eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away.
Even from his
Leads
light.
to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes
Doing
harder
great.
and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
June 2010. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the... What? What's going on? What is going on? I can't die like this. I can't die like this. What? And then my vision... Please, someone talk to me. Please, tell me... Can't... Whoa, what? Please, I have no idea. Or don't tell me we're gonna crash into this thing and die. Seriously? That's it? What's going on? Wait, so is there something I can do? I can't die like this?
Open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Honestly, I didn't close my eyes. And to stop it is to speak with something that is honest. What? Oh, so up I'm blind. Truth. I'm going to stop it to speak something that is honest. Bursting with creative energy. I can't keep making these. My work is always fun. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. I don't feel it anymore. I'm out of ideas.
Like I said, I was getting concerned.
It's draining me.
He's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking.
Keep going, keep talking.
Where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Going to be okay. Yeah, this is a bit weird because
Games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
So this is a bit weird because like I kind of relate a little bit in like what he's trying to say, like you know, when you take on something and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this thing, and you know, when you do this thing, let's just say, heck, let's just make it simple. You know, you say, oh, I like this book, I'm going to pick it up and read it. You start reading the book and you're like, whoa, this is harder. I can't, why can't I finish the book? Or why, you know, like if, you know, you get a book and you put it next to you, you know, like in your room or whatever, and it just sits there for months. Like you literally don't even, you bought it, you have it next to you, you see it, but you don't read it. It's not because there's something going on. It just, why would you do it? You could do other stuff, but instead you get stuck in your thoughts. So you know, he's falling into a similar loop. Now, I'm not saying, you know, oh, I'm same way, or you know, trying to like, you know, steal you know, his spotlight, or be like, you know, oh, I relate to, or any of that mess. I just kind of like, especially that last dialogue, like it kind of hit home. Like of like, I know where, I know how it feels. Like that's why I just kind of like just chose the choices. I guess, and I didn't make a mistake there. But it's kind of a bad place to be. Best place. I mean, the best thing about, like, the best thing that helped me in my situation was just, you know, having people around. Even if I didn't want to talk, they kind of had to breach in. So for him to have something like that, I hope he had. I mean, he clearly did have someone that cared. You know, that's why this developer compiled all his games together. But I hope he's doing okay.
After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
December 2010. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. Yes, I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing else. I have nothing left to give to my work. Whoa. Okay. Oh no. What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine. It used to protect me. To start again. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. What? You have to take me to it? I need to see it. To know why it stopped. I can take you to it.
Game featured Coda talking
But there's a problem.
about his creative frustrations.
Guarded by a difficult puzzle.
This one turns it up to 11. Now,
You can
put yourself in my
help me
shoes
solve the
on that.
puzzle. We'll find the machine.
Whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Oh, man, this is... Oof. Yeah, that's... It's called being hard on yourself and not giving yourself a break because you cannot make or find an excuse to give yourself, and you hate it when you give excuses to yourself, so you keep pushing yourself, not knowing that pushing yourself only makes things worse and deteriorates your mental state. Boom. That's life right there, boys. Doesn't matter what I say, does it? We're going to end up there one way or another, right? Let's be hopeful here and say deal. Hey, let's go. A Japanese temple gate, whatever. I think I forget what it's called. Perfect. Come along. I'll show you. I'll show it to you.
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Recognize this. Oh, wonderful. Can you tell me how to do it? First, you have to close the door. Yeah, he's literally going mad right now, which is kind of sad. Given the fact that see, he's not recognizing, or when he's going through the stage, he wasn't recognizing how talented he was. So he was just being extra and extra hard on himself. Man. You have to open the door. Now you have to close the door. Now you have to open.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't.
You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Yep. What I call them the walls. So everybody has walls. And in all honesty, you never want to reach your wall. Because essentially the idea is you crash into a wall, and that's rock bottom for you, and then you have to get back up or have someone around you to get you back up. And if you didn't learn your lesson from the first crash, you'll eventually crash again into a much like another wall that's much tougher, much your fall will even be worse than the first, and it's just a degenerating process of just like, crush. You hit the first wall, you get crushed, and then you get up again, and then you go for some time, maybe a bit longer, and then you hit a wall again, and it's much harder to get you back up, and it never stops until you have to realize what it is that you're doing. And I mean, from here, I guess it's loneliness, and a lot of times, for some reason or another, I feel like our brains are our worst enemies. Like, if you, for example, say you take an exam and you failed, and you don't talk to anyone. Like, you don't talk to anyone from your class or anything like that. And let's say also you put in some work. You didn't put in a ton of work into studying, but you put in some work. And in your head you might think, oh, I'm probably the only person that's doing horrible, you know, that everybody else is doing fine, and that you're the only person that's going insane. But in all on like seriousness or in the truth of things, it's probably people are struggling too. You just didn't ask, and they're kind of like, you know, unweighing themselves onto other people. And 1 second on that thought, I'm getting a phone call, which is kind of takes us away from this immersiveness, and I apologize. All right, I'm back. I have nothing left to give to my work. Where did this island come from? Where am I? I need to see it to know why it stopped. Deal. Hey, recognize this. There was a machine that kept me going, and it stopped. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous, and that you love it 100% of the. No, you don't. No, you don't. See, this is the thing that he's doing again. He has to be honest with himself. Man, a lot of times, like, people like us are hard-headed as well, so like that might be why his friend was. It's hard for him to reach him because he keeps on burying himself deeper and deeper in thought. Hmm. Yep. Alright, crashing the walls, let it begin. And by the way, I've not played this game. This is my first time through the game. Like I'm not like, you know, rehearsing this or whatever. That feels wonderful. No, it doesn't. But it wasn't true. Why did the walls just crumble? Why did I feel so awful when I said yeah, that's just see now that's just kind of creepy because I described them as walls, and it's not like you know, like that's not a term that I just came to hear today. That's a term that it just kind of like came to me as I was crashing my own walls, which was not fun. Um, and I shared it. I mean, well, anyways, what the walls just crumble. Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. He's doing the opposite. You should talk to someone about how you truly feel so you can move forward, not bury yourself deeper on lies. Okay. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him.
Yeah.
It's like video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
No, they're not. Nothing is, really.
This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
I feel like he might have like done some research and might have misinterpreted a few things or something even within his family might have gone astray, and he just decided that the best solution, the only person he can trust is himself. And if I swear, if somebody in his life that he trusted betrayed his trust, like, come on, people, like, man, alright.
This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never
Yeah.
felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Yeah, dude is like... Okay. And then the light. Is that someone who was in his life? That he cared about, that he maybe, I don't know, like, locked away? Or, not locked away, yeah, like he locked himself out. Or he locked them out. Because this goes back to the...
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Oh god, May 2011. The machine. Oh god. Okay. Guard. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the integration whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. Whoa, dude! What the absolute? Okay. Excuse me.
And of course, it's the machine.
Yeah, this is surreal. He stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you've put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How would we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? Yeah, see, I because he or she put work on, like they put the emphasis on it was the machine that was driving them, and I just realized this right now, honestly. Like this bit that or part that I'm gonna say right now, I have realized as I'm playing the game is really the machine is a creation of our imagination. What drives us is us, and if we don't take care of us, and isn't that what he said very early on in one of the games? So he knows this, but it's easy to forget things that are obvious. I don't know if any of y'all ever went through something like that, like forgetting something that's extremely obvious and apparent until somebody pointed out. But even then, you have to like actually listen. Like listening, like you can listen and not. Well, anyways, let's. All right. So here's what we need to happen. You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit the people that you allowed them to suffer. You've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. Alright then, I'll apologize to the people on your behalf. Was Coda famous? I not sure. My followers, my friends, like to oh, guess, okay. It falls on me to deliver bad news. I have a trouble. Machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. I think the press is also them. Like both Coda, like the main character, and all of these people. They're all him. He's just trying to justify, trying to figure out, but you can't do it. Some things you cannot do alone. This is rich. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. I mean, let us pay it reputation or retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Okay, I mean, none of these. Gosh. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Follow me, we will destroy everything that the machine has created. Wow. Okay. Not comfortable making any of these choices, so we'll go with the first one. You know, since it's not working, might as well, rather than destroying something good that it made, you know? Okay. Oh my god, this is... okay. So a literal gun. Okay, so he's destroying everything that it created. Okay, that's what I was afraid he would go for. Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. Coda, I'll make sure you are known forever. Probably chose the first one. Yep, and then, yep. Because he's sick of it. Because it's not improving. Because he's not going...
is becoming self-destructive.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people.
Yep.
Get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
And it will give him ideas.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback. So, what if I did it for it?
That's why he made
the difference it would
this.
Make to have more actual conversations with other human beings. Would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
I see. That's actually really good of his friend to recognize something like that. Okay. See, this is why it's important to not reject important people that are in your life that are trying to help you, because you won't know what you've lost until they're gone, and they can only do so much because they're human also. They're not perfect. They're not, you know, everybody has problems, you know, and they are taking the time. Yikes, man.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. Took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Because the machine is his life, like, it's him, essentially. It's his soul, or his drive, you know. Put down your weapon. Okay, how do I...
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the
Yeah.
thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe...
Well, I can't look away, by the way. I can't move. I can't, like...
See a maybe I could fix the problem.
But it made it worse.
They told me how much they enjoyed his games. It was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy.
But he needed to feel that.
Beautifully happy.
And then I'm afraid about what he's gonna say next.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
This is gonna be sad, isn't it?
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
I wouldn't even call it a game, man. Like, the dude is, you know, like some people like are good at drawing and whatnot. Like essentially, this engine or whatever Coda's using is his paintbrush, and that's how he's communicating to the world. And he is just it's not the direction that his mental state is going towards is horrible, and he can't seem to snap himself out of it.
Actually, has a maze in it.
Oh god. Okay, that.
All the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Okay. Like, even in the game that he sent him, he didn't want him to play. Like,
It's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code.
are you serious?
The invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Yeah, this is. I feel like and I mean, I don't have the right to try to you know. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my thoughts to myself.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, That's it. That's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't. I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up?
Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
And it was very hard for him to tell you that.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you.
And
Yes.
the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally, for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. I think, yeah, he was... From this, what I'm gathering is Coda was very insecure about the games that he was putting out because they're not games. The fact that this developer keeps on referring them to as games is itself, I think, might be taking Coda off because, again, it's like a painter or a person that is portraying their emotions, except Coda is, I guess is gifted enough to be able to portray these things through a game. But again, it's not really a game. It's more of like he's trying to understand himself, and this is how he's trying to understand himself. But I'm not saying it's healthy, but yeah. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? Wait. I thought Coda was the one adding the lamppost. Now I'm a little bit confused. You
And
simply...
then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing.
Would you simply let them be what they are? When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. Alright, that's not nice. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Now he's pushing him away. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. Yeah, but I think Coda's fixating on the fact that he has to come up with the ideas alone. And if he's in a bad state, your brain is not going to feel like it wants to do anything, you know? So, oof. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. It's fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. And there's nothing.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please. I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
I am so fucking confused right now. So I was okay, what is... Now I just don't want to play this anymore. Or go through this.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good.
You're going to Hogwarts?
More. It's like a disease. Solution. I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed.
Oh, is that what he told the people? You shouldn't have. Okay, yeah.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you. If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like. What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna... Okay.
turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave, let me keep going. But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles, and you're so tired, but I know that you're strong, so turn back, turn back.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do. Because I want to know if where is it? Because I want to know, as a narrative video game from Davey Worden, the creator of the it lasts about an hour and a half and has no traditional mechanics, no goals or pressure. Instead, it tells the story of a person struggling to deal with something they do not understand. Is one of the most daring and creative commercial games come out in a good long while. A masterclass in character-driven storytelling. Few game developers have ever ventured such an open-hearted project about human frailty and knocked orbit. I've been thinking about this game a lot. Past 36 hours about it. Because is that the only description they have? Like, is this like, hold on. Basically, I searched is the beginner's guide a true story. Most important, make a point of differentiating between real life, fictional, is not factual. Like most assume the game's story is not factual. Coming from the credits for the beginning, it might be that Coda is not, in fact, a real person Davey met, designer or not. Instead, the beginner's guide may represent romanticized readings of a real person's story. And not an entirely made up story. So okay, so alright, this makes a little bit more sense because, like, clearly this is not true at face value. Like, the story is because throughout the game, I thought, for sure this was about a real person. Their name could be Coda or whatever. And as the game kind of progressed towards near the end, first when they showed that woman that was locked up, I was like, okay, so is Coda a she or a he? Because he's been referring to Coda as a him. From the name, it's really hard to tell. And then I kind of ignored it. And then fast forward till near the end, the narrator became very selfish almost. Well, not almost. He became very selfish, and I didn't like that at all. So I was like, okay, this game, I don't want to play this anymore because clearly you're being too selfish. But like at the very end, it just like nothing connected, nothing made sense. So I was like, okay, this cannot be real. And at the same time, I was like, okay, if you're truly trying to reach this friend, you wouldn't take credit for their work. You wouldn't post the game on Steam and ask for money. You'd post it for free, So none of that lined up. So all in all, Coda isn't real. Now, the narrator could be telling the story of someone personal or of a personal experience that he had gone through, but so, or at least parts of the story into it, like he's trying to portray something, but I mean, a lot of it is true about how people, even when people going through some their own personal stuff, you trap yourself in those walls that I was talking about. That's all real. Heck, I experienced it firsthand. But what I so he I don't know if you guys ever heard this, but one of the things is that people or I mean, I assume people say is the best. If you really want an emotional heavy story or a drama, you don't have to make one up. The most emotional one will probably be a human one, a real one, because humans go through a lot. So he might have which if that's true, kudos for him for being able to kind of move past his struggles and using that to empower his work and to move forward. But he might have used a portion of what he went through as a person and kind of diluted it and separated it from himself and this Coda protagonist and made the story revolve around them. Which is why I thought that it's real. Up until the end, which is kind of maybe he's hinting that's not, to the players. I'm not sure what he's trying to do with the end, honestly. It's kind of it kind of pissed me off a little bit when I thought Coda was real and, all of that. So, all in all, so Coda's not real, but or a person named Coda. It could be does that make sense? It's a story likely about a real event, but was diluted, and the person Coda was given that protagonist role as a fake character that's living this real story. But aside from that, this game I thought it's very deep. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this marathon of kind of game series, and yeah, I'll see y'all later. But anyways, happy early Thanksgiving to all of y'all. Stay safe and warm out there, and I'll see y'all next time.